Even though October has come to an end, we have still many scary movies to watch before the end of the year. And I really want to say that out there are just few of them that worth watching. One of them is Antlers. And as I could see, it was as original as disturbing. Today, I have the honor to speak with a true master that really knows how to dig deep into horror, the director, Scott Cooper. Hey there, how's it going for you?
Hey, great. Thank you for that lovely and kind introduction.
Yeah, thank you so much. I was just watching the trailer the other day, and my question was why it was so unsettling. I was shaking after that, and I couldn't just wait to see the movie
Well,
until.
thank you. I think the horrors that we experience every day are much scarier than very often the horrors that we see in horror films.
Of course.
In this particular movie, it's my first immersion into the supernatural, but we have the horrors of the fears and anxieties that we're all facing, as well as a terrifying creature. So I think it works or I hope that it works rather on a dramatic level, but also on a horror level in terms of some terrifying moments in the film.
Of course. What does a good horror movie has to have in order to be that scary and so many, well, different from other ones?
Well, I think for me, it has to come from a place that is universal and that we can all understand and perhaps be touched by these horrors. So often you see a horror film and you say to yourself, well, I as a human will never have to confront that or deal with it. But I think the best horror films are for people who want to look at the darkness inside themselves, but who don't want to face it or confront it directly. And that can be terrifying. And I hope that people find that in this movie.
Guillermo del Toro produced this film, and as Mexican that we are, we feel so proud of his participations. He's one of the master when it comes to create monsters. Did he give you a cue of what he wanted to portray in the story?
Yeah, you should be proud because Guillermo is not only a world-class filmmaker or producer, but also a lovely man whom I've grown very close to. He approached me. He said, Scott, your last three films have been horror films and nobody knows it. Would you consider actually directing a horror film? And I said, I would love to because I love the genre. And he helped guide me in terms of the creation of the monster, but he also gave me enough space to understand that I wanted to tell the stories of the horrors that, as I mentioned earlier, that we all face on a daily basis. So it was a great collaboration because we're both very different filmmakers. And it's a miracle that any of it works.
Yeah, sure. I'm pretty sure of that. And finding a little kid that really transmits true fear with his posture, I can only imagine it was really hard. How was it working with Jeremy T. Thomas?
Well, it was challenging in that it was tough to find a young actor who could really play that part like I had hoped or wanted or envisioned him to. But he's the heart and soul of the movie. But you have to remember, he's 12 years old and, his brain isn't fully formed. He's still just a kid, just a baby. And I had to remind him that what we were experiencing each day was all make-believe, whether he's interacting with a terrifying creature or he's in a dark attic or he's in a dark mine, all those sort of things. I just wanted him to feel that he was supported and loved and comforted by the entire crew.
We have many aspects in this movie that makes it really interesting. We have Jess Plemons. He's an expert when it comes to playing multifaceted characters. You have the expertise and the drama skills of Kerry Russell. And congratulations for being back of this movie. Thank you so much for delivers that kind of horror. And we wish you the best when.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love San Diego.
Thank you so much.